today is a special day. You'll be receiving your special certificates for completing your color course.
Congratulations, you made it this far. Million Man March, taper phase with the parts. Man, I'm so John Henry Clark. Where do I start? We could go to the richest man in history of being black, or auntie's house where it's milk frozen in freezer bags. Could hit the block where they holding sticks like Barry Bonds, or hit the mosque where the brothers say we a Farrakhan. Pick your soldier, or let Claude Anderson teach you how you can hit your quota. Used to halfway open the Sprite can to sip the soda. Give Mr. Devitt 200, baby.
And all these names you hear, go Google.
I could show you a few single mothers that's lived
This is
in
recorded, so like you
because
can
men got
rewind it
locked
and
for
listen
something
to
the
it.
government now profits
Honestly,
from,
though,
but
you
we
just
survive
really should.
anything.
I'm not even gonna give you guys like the usual like little like, you know, if you want to be, but like just sincerely like those. If you just started John Henry Clark, that's where that's one of the people I started with, and like it's just good shit. It's some, and you know what? I'm not even gonna say some good black shit. It's some good black shit. But it's just, you know, if you wanted to kind of just pull your head out your ass as far as everything, you know, just it's a good starting place.
I mean, you should, simply because, I mean, as black people, stereotypically, we don't like reading books, but if a rapper says it, it's true, right? So here's a rapper. They said it. And, you know, that's, for those that don't know, this is Off the Colored album by Price, formerly known as Price Tag from Audio Push. So, like, it's not like some random dude on SoundCloud. Like, this is an actual artist. So you should listen to him because they know stuff.
Good job for those guys. But yeah, and now like we've said before, it's just really no excuse. Even if you don't like to read, there's every way to gather information. If you like to read, there's people who tweet about it. You know, I don't want to read a book. You can go find somebody who took the time to tweet a fucking manuscript because that's easier to digest. There's lectures for free on YouTube where you could just hear these people talk. And while I like to bust open a book from time to time, for me, sometimes I do like just auditory. I like to just hear and be like, oh shit. It just feels like, you know, I'll put it on the speaker and like I'm really, really getting me a goddamn light went off.
Went dark on you.
It did. But all I'm saying, folks,
You
is
pull it out.
oh yeah. Anyways, all I'm saying, folks, is that there's just no excuse. You could do whatever you want.
I mean, you got Reddit. You can go on Reddit and somebody might have a forum where they're discussing shit. You can, you know, if you want to dig in the crates a little bit and find a Tumblr, you might find some shit on a Tumblr. There's a Pinterest.
That's just for titties.
No, that's Reddit now. Tumblr got rid of all their porn stuff like 2 years ago. They don't allow it on there anymore. But Reddit, oh boy. That is Tumblr 5.0. But with that being said, there's so many different avenues of which you can edify yourself and learn something. I know that's a stereotype that black folks don't like to read, and if you put the antidote in a book, black people wouldn't really know it.
In a book.
But that's not true. We're some of the smartest creatures on earth, but that's just to even show you that even your music can tell you something that's edifying to you. So rewind the song or go listen to the whole album, because Audio Push, Price Tag, and Octane always put out great music that's well thought out. Just go listen to it. And speaking of listening, hi, welcome to Just a Dope Ass Podcast. You're listening to us and this wonderful, wonderful sounds of my voice and King Carter, a.k.a. DC, as I stroke the mic.
Coming to your lab.
Which is kind of creepy.
Yeah, stroke the mic is...
I mean, if this was like when we were in high school, I'd have to say no homo.
That was like petting the mic.
I mean, petting is more like that's a tap, right?
I thought it was like the rub,
That's a stroke.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. There's so many different variations of stroke.
Yeah, see, if we're talking, I thought we were making like a dick joke, and I always thought like it's masturbation month, guys. So it was, you know, get to it. Love.
Speaking of stroking,
you know, love the
stroke yourself.
Love who loves you, and you should love you.
Love who loves you the most.
Yeah, and that should be you.
That should be you.
Nobody loves you better than you. Ain't nobody do it like me.
Right. Don't be sleep deprived. Like, go to sleep on time. Fit it into your schedule. Don't be up at like 1:30, 2 in the morning, scrolling through Reddit looking for stuff to stroke it to. Male or female, because women can. Well, is that really a stroke? Can they pet or stroke the clitorati?
The clitoratio. What a term. Yeah, right? I mean, is it? Flick. Oh, I don't know. They got stupid.
Flicking the bean.
Yeah, they got like, that's a terrible, like, because that doesn't, like, like.
We got choked to chicken, so we can't talk.
Nah, I mean, yeah, that doesn't sound as great, but it does, like, I feel like it applies more, like, there is more, like, okay, the pressure of it or whatever, but, like, I just always feel like flicking the bean is, I was like, look, man, I don't got one, but figured out how these things work. I don't feel like that's how we get it.
Have you ever tried that? Have you ever flicked the bean to see if it works?
Nah, unless I was, like, ordered to and I haven't been, like, unless somebody, like, flick that motherfucker, I'll be like, all right. Because I'm here to serve. I want people to get to it. I want us all to get. If that's what does it for you, all right. I mean, this nigga's out here getting their dicks punched, so
stomped.
Yeah.
Kicked.
So I can't really.
And paying for it too.
Yeah, I couldn't really like make fun of her for it.
Yeah, no kink shaming. We don't kink shame here. I mean, whatever your kink is, do your thing. It may not be for me, but whatever gets your jollies off.
I'm gonna laugh at some shit. I'm not gonna like condemn you for it, but I'm gonna laugh at your shit if it's laughable. Like. Some things.
What is a laughable kink?
Furries. It's like,
I didn't even finish the question. I didn't finish the question.
It's not bad. I don't knock them for it.
Furries.
Like, yeah,
automatically. I'm not even.
And I know like I'm splitting hairs because if somebody was like wanted to do some motherfucking like cosplay fucking, I would absolutely. Yeah, like fuck yeah, you can go full storm and fuck me. So I know like either one of those is like really splitting hairs about whatever, but. The fact that I thought it was like initially a joke, but there are people I guess out there who like will put on the full mascot suits and just I guess let their genitals hang out and fuck. I understand that if that does it for you, it does it for you. And I wouldn't be like that motherfucker is a terrible person. I would be like, what? Where the titties at? Like,
now to go down memory lane without disclosing too much information, because technically we can't do that. But you do recall that we had a kid that we worked with that was like into that stuff. At least he said he was. He was one of our, more spirited young men.
Fam was into. He was
all over the place.
Yeah. There was a part of me that like, upon just other information, I was like, well, you just saying shit because this is.
You saying whatever's different than the norm.
Yeah, you just saying shit. Cause,
you want to be anti everything.
Cause he would just say like, I don't think I like that. I'm like, bro. I mean, I get it. You're in the age group where you just want to say like, I'm the other side of it. Like, it's cool. Cause, boy, shut the fuck up. Like, honestly, like, yeah, like that was what I knew. You could just like, there's really no. I'm not a parent. Disclaimer, but. That's where I knew, like, you don't always have to just be like, cut that out. You could easily just, in your mind, boy, shut the fuck up. But you just let them have their shit. Like, you could have this. Because, nigga, shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody doing that shit. Nigga.
In the words of my caregiver, Cassandra Elaine. Shut the hell up talking to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like this.
What are you saying? Shut up talking to me. Famous words.
Yeah.
She's a poet. She's a poet. Thank you, Cassandra Elaine, especially with Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. I appreciate you, lady.
There's a whole lot of gang shit.
All day long. What are you doing for your mother? Granted, we can talk about this on Saturday because it'll be right before, but you got time to think about it.
What's up, Ken? Salute to y'all and titties. Yeah, man, titties are important. It's a weird segue into like Mother's Day, but whatever.
No, not really, because I mean, we were introduced to titties by our mamas.
Well, that's true, and I
mean not in a sexual sense, but
whatever, man. They got titties, man. It is what it is. It's always like it always turns into like just giant, which works easy because my mom is kind of one of those who's been like for me and my sister, like if you get something super, she'll turn into like, how much did this cost? And you'd be like, fam, just take the gift. So
I've been there.
It's always just like we kind of like split the middle, especially with her and my grandmother, about just like unnecessary meals, like. So it'll be like, this is where you get your rocks off. Like, I want lobster and, like, steak and, like, crab as well because fuck it. And it's like, all right, yeah, cool. Like, food, I guess, makes sense. So 9 times out of 10, it'll be some food shit. And, sometimes I try to, like, maybe, like, backhand sneak a gift or some shit. Be like, oh, what is this? And I just run away. I've actually done it. Like, I've put the gift there. She's like, what? How much? And before she could finish the question, I ran. and it's just like you don't feel like coming after me like I ran away.
The Stewie Griffin.
Yes.
Hi.
Yep. Then that's it. I'm out.
That's funny. And my mom's pretty simple too. Like my mom's the same way. I don't need all that shit. We can go get something to eat. Matter of fact, damn getting something to eat because it's gonna be too many goddamn people out. We can get some food, eat at the house. We can make something.
Yep. And
I can just give her. She's like, as long as you give me some flowers in the car, no matter what the celebration is, just in general, she just flowers in the car and I'm straight. We can get something to eat as long as you come by and I know that you're all right. I'm cool. So I just, I know we talked about like the corny shit, but I'll stop by and drop my mom off some flowers sometimes just because. Like I know she at work. I know she ain't gonna be back by the time I leave, so I just leave some flowers for her and take my ass back to the house.
Damn, that might have been a good title, the corny shit. Because here's my distinction on the corny shit. Because it's not necessarily just the acts. I feel like the motive behind the acts is what makes a gesture corny. Because clearly and we're not gonna stop, man. It's gonna continue. I'm gonna fucking just drop trout and shit on all your fucking relationship shit all times because fuck you guys. Nah, but even just to use that as an example, because that's always like the big thing when motherfuckers goes corny. It's like it's corny when it's like I'm doing this and it seems like some shit you do to like buy your partner, so to speak, or to set the standard that this is the only way to represent or to show love and blah 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 blah. Like just all that romantic-y fucking fantasy horse shit. Because it's horse shit. It just doesn't work like that. And it's not motherfuckers like, yes, everybody gets in their like lovey-dovey feels. You want to hold this motherfucking, but that's a mode. That's like the biggest high. Most times, dog, we just chilling. So don't be like, oh, my moon stars. Shut up.
Nope, they don't want that. Because remember, they canceled Pepe. That's what he was doing.
Well, yeah, and y'all didn't cancel yeah, bro. Like I guess that's why they didn't cancel fucking Gomez because they was married or whatever. But like it was doing a lot of extra shit. But y'all motherfuckers not murdering or doing weird sadistic shit together either. Like that's what Gomez was like. Yeah, bitch, I'm gonna kiss you all up under your motherfucking booty ass, and then we gonna go like raise zombies or some shit with our fucked up. And it's like, you know what? I don't want to raise zombies, but I understand like. That's where you get the affection about a motherfucker. Like, God damn, this motherfucker's cool, bro. Let's fuck. This was fun. Like,
but the good thing about that is Morticia, she liked that too.
Exactly.
Like, we like the same stuff. You're not the corny stuff or some of the stuff that I may deem as corny. Is like you're doing the stereotypical stuff that you see in movies that really you're not showing any type of knowledge of that person or that individual. And sometimes the person that's requesting it, they're not really tapped into who they really are, what they really want either. I just want what I see everybody else getting because that looks appealing.
I had a conversation about that earlier today. And it was with a woman.
Trigger warning.
All right, it was with a woman, and it was just acknowledging, not saying that this is just every fucking person, but acknowledging that there is a narrative out there, there is a world, there is a group where just like men are out here, and it's like, my name is fucking Heather, and a nigga's like, whatever, bitch, I'm trying to get some pussy. Like, that's all he sees. For the women's side, it's, hey, my name is James. I like fucking Harry Potter and Magic the Gathering, and this is why it's cool. And she's like, no, he just always talking about, and it's like, well, bitch, now you didn't really want me. You just wanted to be in a relationship, and your motherfucking horse shit is showing. It's, because it was that, and then there was a tweet that popped up, a tweet that I sent the good brother over here, and the tweet was more or less something along the lines of like, it was an old tweet, like fucking years ago, I think. But anyways, it had like popped up on actually Tumblr. So they're not there for titties and ass, but they're there for ways for us to fucking find a topic, whatever. And it was just the gist of the tweet was just like basically like the same thing. Like it was actually kind of funny because it sounds like the things like you stereotypically hear men say, like it's boring, like I don't want to hear what the fuck this person has to say. I don't like it. I'm not interested. And granted, Tumblr is a place where like the fucking I don't take that back because there could be like crazy motherfuckers where I have an issue with anything exists. But in this particular group in the comments, there was a
manifest.
Yeah, there was fuck yeah, shit. Like where did this come? Like what the fuck? But there was a good group of people that was like, yo, nigga, like, if a nigga is expressing, like, himself and you're actively just shitting on it, saying it's not interesting, then that's really, like, a dick move.
Man expressing himself?
Yeah.
This has got to be misogyny. Because that's the only thing that men express.
Yeah. And it was just like, it was just like, yeah, you don't, once again, that goes back to my kind of theories. Like, you don't really want, fuck even just, like, dealing with like niggas being depressed, like I want them to be open and vulnerable. No, you don't. You just want that nigga to rub your feet and give you the little kissy romantic-y feels or whatever, but you're not necessarily interested in this motherfucker. Because I don't like them shits. I've tried. I've watched half an episode. I don't give a fuck about anything the Puerto Rican princess and the motherfuckers have to do. But I've seen mad niggas that come back and can tell me about who punched who fucked who on this actively scripted shit that we all know. And I'm like, you didn't watch that on your own. Well, no, she like it. Okay, cool. So you mean to tell me that I can sit here and watch this motherfucking shit and you came for 5 fucking 10 minutes indulge me on some shit that honestly, I shouldn't talk in absolutes. But you're gonna like it. You're gonna sit here and tell me that because it's animated, you can't sit here and find the fucking all the shit that's going on between Mark and his fucking dad. You found out your dad Omni-Man and want to fucking blow up the world. He beat your ass halfway across the world. Omni-Man up here crying, struggling with the fact of him being dedicated to his people and needing to destroy or control the universe. And like this son, like you can't, bitch, you not connect. This is emotional as fuck. The fuck I want to watch this no talking ass bitch walk around, nigga. I can go to fucking Pornhub for free and it's way better. And they don't talk about no dumb shit. I don't have to hear nobody fake rapping and trying to pretend like they like we're an artist, so I don't have to just judge them feeling like you just looking for a lick. Shut up.
You want me to watch this reality TV show to look at these people on TV do the same thing I have to look at your ass do when the TV go off? I'm getting a double dose of the bullshit, and you can't indulge me for 30 minutes. Just one episode of anime, which I guarantee no matter which anime you throw on, it can be even the harem goofy ones with titties everywhere every 5 minutes.
Filler episode.
There's still going to be more depth in that episode somewhere and more undertones that you can learn from than there's going to be in reality television, unless you want to talk about like rape and abortion, because that's double homicide.
Find those in the fucking things too, probably with more depth and understanding. I gotta hear this character story arc. All I'm saying is, I don't give a fuck if the niggas in the motherfucking Snapple tops. It just was this narrative of just kind of opening up that this is a show about just duality, folks, understanding both sides. And what we are saying is that since 1927, it's been man comes home, puts his lunchbox down, and doesn't listen to women because men are biological.
Before that.
Yeah, like,
it's been as long as you can measure white societies, because I don't recall black societies being that way. Like, you were an active partner in this. Yes, I may be the head of the household and make majority of the situation or decisions, but like you were included in this process with me. But how we look at the dynamic of male and female relationships today and how men have the patriarchy and there's so much toxic masculinity and misogyny, that's based off of white folks' relationships that we subconsciously took on because of our traumas and such with them for hundreds of years.
Yeah, it's just traditionally like we're fucking a team, we're teammates. I don't know how else to fucking say that. I just not even going to tangent. I just need you guys to understand what team means. It does not mean we occupy the same position. It means we need to understand each other. And this is for all you fucking insecure niggas too. Like if on this player, this portion of life, or just this fucking event, you're better at this than me, then you know what? Some days I'm the fucking left tackle and she's the quarterback. Some situations I'm the quarterback and she's the receiver. We are on the same team, but we really don't occupy the same space. And I just feel like we got to start fucking understanding that piece. But back to the whole like listening thing, I just feel like that narrative is kind of gone just off the just haywire because, you know, for a variety of reasons, whether it's, you know, barbershop talk or, you know, when you think of like older men standards and not being gossipy and things like that, like certain forms of communication, it's just venting and talking, and yes, he's listening, but there's, you know, you might not really be like a great communicator. You could just be like saying a lot of things. And also like, like, okay, I'll say it like this. This was a Jeff Brown quote, and he was just like, you cannot give a man a problem that you don't want him to solve. So you just telling me stuff to vent about how fucking Ashley was up here doing whoop whoop whoop. In my mind, I put together 3 or 4 different ways to resolve this issue, because I don't know how this catty shit really work. If me and DC got a problem, or if me and DC got an issue with Gerald, it's like, fuck, bro, we got to figure this out, because after a while, I'm gonna knock the fuck out of it. I don't got too many times to be sitting up here, that nigga being, he just getting, no. We have to figure out how to, because if it's not, there's whoosh on the other side. So I feel like, because once I clock that you just want to talk, then okay, well, if you don't really want a response from me, you just want to like, okay, cool. And then on the flip side, I've had moments where it's like, I can be like this super verbose, or I can just be like, a little quieter, but it's like, I can tell you that you checked out, or you're not really, really interested. So you don't open up to me. You don't really listen. Like, not to say not all women, but there is a side where women aren't these great, amazing listeners. I'm super interested in you. I'm here. I just want to communicate. I don't want to create a space. Do you? Do you really? Like, have you thought about it? I'm not saying you don't got potential, but I feel like at this current juncture, you might be bullshit. You trying to ride the wave that you got potential, but you didn't do that. Girl, yeah, you 6'5", but that don't mean you could just automatically dunk. Like, go to the fucking gym first, damn it. Like, fuck.
I'll go out on a limb here. I won't just say it's the lady folk. I'll say in general, a lot of us don't know how to fucking communicate.
Bars.
Because in everything that is ever said, there is something that you can take from it if you're willing to listen. The issue is a lot of us don't really listen. We're hearing and we're figuring out what part we came in on that we can respond to, or we're hearing long enough to be able to say the response we already have in our head that we have to get out.
That's some shit that I've seen before. It's like, bro, I said 50 different things, and you're responding. You're not even responding to how you perceive what I said. You had that shit in the fucking. You had that shit loaded. You don't want to. You didn't even try to put the gun. You didn't even. You had that motherfucker aimed. I didn't even finish yet. What the fuck? That ain't got shit to do with shit.
I told you I don't want to eat no motherfucking cheeseburgers. Like we move from cheeseburgers. We on steak
Damn.
right now.
What
Like,
the fuck is?
What are you talking about?
Frosted Flakes, nigga, damn. What's in the box?
I'm not gonna die on air.
Boy, if that don't get no views, nigga, 'cause y'all gonna give it. He dies, and I'm fucking mortified and trying. Y'all go, boy,
And
shit.
still posted it, you some bitch.
Dog, I'm going to all you niggas' homes. Like, I know some of y'all personally. I'm going to. Hey, what? Niggas died for this.
You could at least thumbs up that bitch or something.
God, fucking what?
But yeah, that's a big issue. I've recognized that a lot. Now, granted, when we say lady folk, I mean clearly we interact with lady folk a little bit differently than other lady folk may interact with lady folk. But even talking to them, they can be like, "Nah, women don't listen." Like your female homegirl or your female family member that you're cool with, and you can have these conversations with. They be like, "Yeah, women don't listen." But if you tell somebody that you're dating that's lady folk that women don't really listen, it's like, no, like you hear me, but you don't really listen. And I've had this conversation a few times, and like the word like you don't listen is a trigger for some women because they think like I'm trying to tell you what to do. Like, I'm not saying you don't listen as in you don't obey me. I'm saying you don't really cognitively understand what I'm trying to say, and you're not listening below the surface. I understand everything you said, and here's all those layers of what you just said and how it's interpreted to me. Whether or not you mean that, I'm not 100% sure, but based on this, and this is what it sounds like you're trying to say. For me, it's just like, I heard this. Like, no, that's the topic. And you're triggered by what I'm saying automatically, so you blanked out on everything else. And I'm actually agreeing with you in certain points, and I'm also dismantling this whole stigma that you're presenting to me and how it doesn't make sense. But you bypassed all of that because you're upset emotionally at this one part. I don't know what that is. That ain't mine.
No, it must be that one. I asked on my phone, but fuck it.
I'll say somebody got a delivery. Amazon.
Who is it? Pick up the phone. Right.
They wasn't outside. Hang
up the phone. That was some of the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen in my life, nigga. Like,
you'll have to create a clip so they understand.
oh my God, yo, like, shit. Y'all niggas gotta like put. How do y'all not put guns on motherfuckers, bro? I would just be, not again, not again. I'm not gonna fucking disrespect us again, you sons of bitch. There's literally everybody. Like, I'm technically not even in the group. It's like even us, man. Like, shit. Anyways, sorry, guy. I didn't even mean, but it was just, man. It's on the internet, you know. Like, it's not my fault. Where the fuck I was going with that? Just Jesus.
It came and went. It came and went. Bring it back.
Yeah.
Bring it back. It happens when you indulge yourself in a lot of different content. You have those moments where like,
dude,
shit just pops in and out because it correlates to so many different things. But that goes along with what I'm saying. Like you've indulged in so many different aspects of things that you can understand deeper layers and how it connects to so much other stuff. Because this triggered a thought. Oh, that triggered that. Oh, that's similar to this. Oh, that's similar to that. Going back to the corny shit, you like certain things to be the same way that everybody else is doing, you lose that ability to connect it to other things because you're not stepping outside of that comfort zone. Like, how many men would be super happy if their girlfriend, like, she whooped my ass in Mortal Kombat?
Yes. Like, I don't have any, like, extra shit to that. It's just, like, because, you know, I understand people going, like, you know, because I saw a post today, and I understand it, and I think, once again, there's some of this shit.
Oh, hold on. Who died now? It's contagious.
Man. But if we died simultaneously together in here, like, but you shouldn't be fucked up when they come. Ah! You think they still record?
I think what would be more fucked up is because you can see us.
Oh, yeah.
You can see us and hear us. I know. So if we die and you did nothing and you're just sitting there like, damn, you niggas died in my studio.
You sit there like, you know, he would have a fire ass like if we just sit here. I mean, you know, we got to get us out of here before like Wednesday. Go listen to Top of the Morning on Mondays, Wednesdays. I think it's Wednesdays. If you're not dying for what you want to do, then you're not going to. If you don't die and come back, then you shouldn't do it. And then Keith will run like 12 miles. Inspirational about dying. You got to die for what you want to live to do, to die, and then live to do it.
Gonna turn a whole episode, our deaths, into a whole episode.
Salami, eggs, and bacon. My brothers.
I used to say that all the time. Assalamu alaikum, salami and bacon.
My favorite one still
disrespectful.
Yeah, is like put up in the Honda, leaving in a Lexus. Tie my bow tie. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yo, it's not outside.
Yeah.
The amount of I saw a post about that, random tangent, but I saw somebody post about the similar thing. Like how when we were younger, we were so creative and came up with so much shit and knew how to do so much things from coding on fucking Black Planet and MySpace to make shit customized to downloading things and manipulating all these different types of files and which programs you need to do this and download it for this and that and the other, blah, 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 blah. We don't know half that shit anymore. We were like so ahead of our time and we forgot half the shit that we used to use just to function.
Niggas swore he was part of fucking Swordfish. Would drop it like it's hot in the background and hit the fucking MySpace page. You just, bro, like I broke it's me, Tank on the fucking Nebuchadnezzar, like weird. I gotta watch shit, man. That's just like references make shit funnier. Like I'm not funny if I don't have weird geek shit to tie real nigga shit to.
Right.
What the fuck you niggas be talking about? Like,
because you can be both. You can be a real Negro and a geek at the same time.
Dog, if you niggas like, there's like Wu-Tang Clan exists and y'all can kiss my fucking ass. Like, that's it, dog.
Drug dealers, thugs, hood types that are fully into martial arts.
Ghostface alter is Tony fucking Starks. Y'all can kiss my black ass. Like, they had a whole video. They get their flowers, but I just feel like we don't give them. Them niggas had a whole fucking video game. Love Def Jam, but them niggas it was a storyline.
Yep.
All them niggas had fucking like, They own that shit was amazing.
It was.
Damn.
It was a really underrated game.
You niggas was not outside. They was we might have more creative games. That was original as fuck. Like now it's just like 70 versions of Call of Duty. I enjoy it and shit, but still.
Because going back to the corny shit,
Damn.
everybody wants to do the same thing. So everything is some type of Fortnite where you can download it for free and pay for all the extra shit, but you're just running around within a short time span, killing as many as you can to see who comes out on top. Or it's some version of zombies, which is the same concept.
Just shoot everything moving. Like that's why sometimes like I'll like if I'm listening to something whatever, I'll play zombies just if I don't feel like if I don't feel like thinking, like I don't have to really put much thought. Shoot everything that moves. It doesn't really, and I'm a fan of like games can whatever, but you know, word to Alex, like if you want like some like cool catharsis shit, play zombies because I want to just see things blow up and it's that could be healthy. So
I don't have to think about completing anything. I just have to survive.
Mm-hmm.
For as long as I can, as much as I can, and kill as much as I can before this is over with. Because I don't really have a whole hour to really get into playing. Exactly. I got 10 minutes, and I just want to sneak a little game in before I go to sleep. So let me play something mindless.
America. Oh, that's what I was gonna get back to. So there was like a meme that was like, if they can't love you exactly how you want to be loved, then yeah, pretty much, yeah. It was like throw it away or whatever. It was like some weird poetic way they wrapped it up in. But I was like, yeah. I was just like, I'm sorry. I can see where you're trying to go with that, but I was like, also that's a little short-sighted on what I just feel like love. Because some of y'all, just the surface off top, some motherfuckers don't know, I feel like, what love is. You know how love has been presented. I posted that shit from like the holistic. She's fucking popular as fuck. I see like the crazy thing is you see on Instagram you can see who follows who. Y'all follow me. It's mad niggas following some of these sites or some of these pages. I'm like, y'all are not fucking listening. How? Like there's no way you pay attention because this shit is actually a go. Like this is a go from niggas that are in the field. This is a go. Like I know this. I've seen this. You niggas aren't listening. You just follow this shit so you can post some shit so you can just backhand
so you can argue in the comments.
Not even that. Motherfuckers post that shit so that the motherfucker they're mad at can see it, and then hopefully they just
passive aggressive subtweeting.
That shit. Like I be like really like, and I post the shit that just nigga that's me. Like I'm fucking up in that today. Like as we speak, I have none of those skills. I 100% agree with it. That right there though, I don't even know what the fuck to do with that. Like I should do better at that. That's real. I'm gonna go ahead and post this shit because now I'm holding myself accountable. Because if I post it and I'm not even remotely working on it, I'm looking like a fucking jackass. Sidebar though, there was a post from her, and it was just like literally says, I'm trying not to be this guy, but like I know for a fact. Within the past 10 episodes, we've discussed that she broke down like a lot of our versions of love is conditioning from what the fuck we've seen on TV. Fuck our parents. Like we are not paying attention to even them, like the shit that conditioned them, and they didn't know what the fuck mental health was. That shit wasn't cool back then, nigga. Niggas was putting on, Jam after,
oh, Jam.
That was it, man. That's how we got back together. We didn't talk about shit. We jammed, pumped on each other a little bit.
I made her a mixtape on a cassette tape.
Come on, like G-Money, you gonna let us, let some pussy come between it? Like that? That wasn't, y'all niggas wasn't talking about feelings. Anyways, so I'm looking at that and I was just like, okay, cool. I'm not fucking crazy because I'm like, ain't nobody saying love is not whatever. But when you look at the motherfuckers who are in love for real and you're like, holy shit, I can feel it through the fucking television. They're doing different shit. That and them, both man, woman, if you identify as a neon bird engine, whatever the fuck, like.
You just be a non-binary object.
All that shit. The motherfuckers are like, okay, I need to unravel. Why the fuck? I just like it when. Why? Oh, this is either bullshit completely, or I'm really only like not. I'm projecting that I only enjoy it in this specific thing, but really what I'm looking for is this, and that can be expressed this many ways. So now what I've really done, I didn't get rid of this. I've expanded what love is for me. I can now get all the fucking love, nigga. Like love is spectrum as fuck. I'm like super triple double powered love. Like you niggas is fucking dumb. I'm sorry, that was rude, but
not really, because that's normally me saying that. I'm normally the one saying people are stupid.
Cause that shit is, that shit is frustrating. I'll be like, man, y'all be up here just saying a whole lot of nothing, really, really powerfully. Like, what you need to realize is that somebody just can't whoop for you, and it's like, you're right. This statement actually holds weight, but it only holds weight if the motherfucker saying it did the work to validate it. If you just saying this shit because you mad today, then you're just sending yourself in one big circle of bullshit because you did fuck all. I know feelings. No, you don't. And everything's a sliding scale. You know, you have to give yourself room for relapse too. Just like, you know, little NLE Chopper boy. Little hard segue, but I just saw that, and you know, I just feel like shooting at everybody right now. Like,
or fighting everybody.
Pretty like we gave him niggas, men, boys, chickens, dogs, cats. We've discussed this fella on the show, and he was doing well. Granted, he's fucking 20.
He's an adolescent.
Yeah, he might just barely be whatever. Anyways, he was really on a little spiritual kick, and granted, his journey is not ending, so we're not going to condemn him for life. But I'm going to use him as an example, just to shit on niggas for a minute. I want all of you grown ass men, young men, whatever, to stop glorifying jumping. If you jump somebody, you are a bitch and a half. It's you. If it's not a head up, like, you are a complete hoe and a half. It's 7 niggas swinging. Like, I'm not even gonna say schoolgirls, because there's a Russian schoolgirl right now who's 4 years old kicking the dog shit out of a redwood tree.
Yep.
With nothing but just blind ambition and childlike glee, like
hopes, dreams, and a persistent father who's not gonna let her do otherwise.
You real hood niggas are like just slapping each other, really. Like, shout out to dude, like the dude. Okay, just back up.
Preface it for the people.
So NLE Chopper's on the beach. I don't give a fuck what beach.
Santa Monica. I can tell. We ride through there on the bike trails.
Santa Monica Beach. It's fucking right here. It's right there. Him and 5 to 6. Did you hear that right there? It was fucking revving up, nigga. Like, it was like him and it was like him and 5 to 6 of his homies. Like, you know, it's 5, 6. I'm not gonna say 7. I think it was just 5 to 6. And it's two little hefty fellas on a bike. They're exchanging words. And just even initially, the posturing of these niggas is like, what the fuck you finna? That's all big, nigga. To me, you know, in honorable fashion, I'm gonna take this bag off. They didn't even let bro get his bag off good before they rushed him, which is fucking pussy shit. But also shows that in a real situation, you might want to sit down, because he stuck the shit. I give it to the boy of having like a good little chin, but he did. To me, he won the day. He said, somebody finna get it, to the nigga who actually is the fucking star.
You the alpha male of the group.
All you other weirdos stuck him, and then 5 people just. It was just. And nobody fell, nobody got hurt. It was just a lot of scribbity skip scaps. And you niggas look like fucking just cowards. That shit is whack, bro.
It's corny. Because we're talking about corny shit. That doesn't just apply to romantic relationships.
Yeah, y'all gotta, like, that shit is just.
That's a corny mindset too. The stereotypical hood street mentality of doing some shit like that. That's super corny. My point of that, or my take from that, is yes, the jumping aspect. Use a whole bitch and a half for that. But as somebody that, you know, most of last year I was participating in bike groups, and we did a lot of biking, going to the beach, and you can tell who's a visitor here and who's a resident.
Yeah.
My notice for, you know, the millions upon millions of JADA podcast fans out there.
Yes.
If you come to LA, come to California, don't come here on no corny shit trying to be extra hard, going to the beach with a group of your people, trying to like be super thugged out of the street here at the beach. Like, this ain't Black Bike Week. This ain't fucking the Strip or something. Like, people are chilling with their families here in California at the beach. If they down there, they just riding around to get some sun. It's just a casual thing for them. Don't come here doing the most.
Yeah.
Especially not like I'm going to the beach in California, which on that day was hot than a motherfucker. And you out there with no shirt on, but you sagging in some sweats. That doesn't make any sense. You're not even dressed for the occasion, sir. Y'all just out here looking mad goofy. A bunch of frail-bodied ass so-called thugs walking around with their shirts off. And only one of y'all got a bunch of chains on because you the main dude in the group. So the rest of y'all are just hanger-bys, basically.
See, shit like that.
It's that group think, weak-minded shit. That's not cool.
This is where, like, when niggas be talking about, like, you know, you're not a real one that's a stand up 10 toes down, nigga thug, nigga. Blah, 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 blah. And you see shit like that. And you see you know, not even just the 5 niggas jumping, which is just bitch made behavior, but just, and I'm nobody's fucking UFC champ, but you just see how they get down with the shit. And I've said it before, there's a 17-year-old barista, you know, living in Orange, and he's a fucking brown belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
He's a future UFC fighter.
Yeah, like, and he wants nothing more. Like, he wants to go to school for fucking, I don't know, engineering or some shit. Like, he wants, you know, he's a fucking, I'm a future architect. Just something regular, just a regular good career. And that motherfucker will box your fucking face off, but you up here like, I'm a real motherfucking nigga. You niggas are fucking weird, bro. Like, that shit is dumb. Nigga will beat you the fuck up and then hand you your frappe.
But they don't pick on those type of people. That weak-minded group mentality. You're not starting something with somebody that you feel is your equal or can surpass you. Like, it's not Highlander out here where like, I'm gonna take out the strong nigga because I have to be the one, right? I'm picking on somebody that you ain't got no business even being over here talking to me. Like, I'm already looking down on you. That's the only reason I'm gonna strike you, because I know I got a bunch of other people that's gonna strike you too. So I don't even really have to do nothing. I can get my one little club punch in and then just let everybody else rush you. Picks up. No, not once have I ever said nobody said, hey, no, watch out. No, it's just me and him. Y'all get out the way. No, it's cool. I got it.
Yeah,
Go ahead, take your bag off. No, take your time. Get yourself situated. You want to move over here? That way we're not in the way. Nobody's taking that time to like, I really want this, and that's just going to be me and you, because you know deep down in your heart of heart, minds of minds, you want some corny shit, and you're draping it in a nice street bow.
Yeah, I just can't get can't get jiggy with the fact that I'm just like, how are you niggas not just looked at as like the whoriest of whores? Like, you niggas is whack.
How you trying to be hard because you got a bunch of tattoos and some dreads and a face tat, and you got, I can't even say you got a bird chest, you got a wing chest, you ain't even got a full like chicken breast. It's like you frail out here sagging in tight sweats. If you don't knock it off, how, if somebody, I can't, I know I may sound like the old man in these type of situations, but don't you dare walk up on me trying to look hard and act hard, and you got on, you know, some little middle school girl's PE sweats on, trying to act like you gonna do. Boy, if you don't go somewhere, go somewhere. Go away, please.
I mean, and to me, I guess, you know, this does tie into, I guess, you know, the importance of having, you know, shit. Even if you only have, like, you know, some drunk uncle to come around once every fortnight, like, you need some, like, elder type influence. Because those was just the niggas that I was around. I was like, and that any little fisticuff I may or may not have been in, it always in the back of my mind, I just was like,
allegedly.
Yeah, I just have never met, you know, a nigga who hits harder than fucking my grandfather or my father. Like, it's just like, you niggas are not hitting with the fucking struggles of
somebody that's been a mechanic for 50 years using their hands every day.
Like, these niggas was socking with the power of, like, dodging Jim Crow. Like, you niggas just, like, it's just not the same. Like, this was a punch with purpose. Like, this ain't no punch that's draped in ego or whatever. It's like, keep fucking around. Like, I'm really trying to get you the fuck away from me. I'm not playing with you. Like, it's none of this fuck. Like, okay.
That's the old man mentality. Like, I don't have 2 minutes, because 2 minutes is a long time for fighting. For anybody that actually knows, one round is a long time. Especially like a 5-minute round. You guys think like, oh, I can fight because I scrapped for 20 seconds. No. Fight for minutes.
No.
Right. It is tiring. Trust me. Somebody that has been through it, it's not easy. But an old man will tell you, I ain't got a minute to be tussling with you. I'm trying to get you out of here in 10, 15 seconds because I don't have it. And I got the strength to get rid of you quickly, but I don't have the endurance to do this all day and wrestle with your young ass. I'm setting myself up for failure. So I'm taking you out as quick as I can.
And I would say this just from, when I say countless, I'm not even joking with y'all. Like, I don't know how many times at various jobs I've given the speech. It's got a pretty decent success rate because it was hitting, at least for the time that I was involved in this any of these particular clients' lives. But it was just like, because I think about this because I was making some little video, whatever, for the page, and I was looking for fight sounds, and a fight came up, and it was like, I don't even know how the fuck this made it to YouTube, but you know, niggas do nigga shit or whatever. But it was a dude that was in jail, and you know, for all you guys who, you know, don't know, like, jail is not like jail and prison got a little, you know, a little bit of a different get down. Jail is just, nigga, we're in here until we go to trial, until we get, and then we go to prison. And some niggas argue like, you know, prison is, you know, they all suck, but like, I'll take prison because I have my quarters, I have my sit. Jail is just fucking figure it out for, you know,
Lord of the Flies.
6 months to a year. We just in here. So anyways, long story short, there was a guy in there, and you know, in jail, they're like, you know, what you in for? You keep your papers on you. So dude kind of, I guess, looked at his shit and was like, you robbed this store, the guns from this store killed my partner. Well, now, nigga, you kind of owe, because now I think you were part of it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But the interaction between them, it wasn't, you could just tell the dude who was in there for the rob, like, they weren't on the same shit. It made all those stories and niggas go like, it's animals in here and you are not that. And not saying you got to be that. I think niggas misconstrue with ego, thinking like, you know, I got to be the toughest nigga in the room. And it's like, bro, it's toughness, but there's intelligence. Like, I'm tough enough and I'm smart enough to know, like, that's war, that's strategy. There is just this motherfucker who was talking to him was like, you could just, it's not the same beast. Like, it wasn't on no, like, you know, niggas, you know, you see that interactions in the street, niggas always like, I don't give a fuck. I'm with that. Dude was that angry, but he was really, and it was like, soon as he talk, smack, and it's like, bro, I'll really kill you in here. Like, and I'm just like, and I would tell that to the kids, that I'm like, you don't understand that you are about to be, you know, I'm about to be 18, bro. I'm about to be grown. I'm like, fuck it. Like, okay, now let's put it into terms, because I'm a regular person, dog. I'm not nobody's animal. I'm a student. Like, I'm not that guy. But imagine a guy who's every bit my size with none of the moral fucking.
His switch is broke.
Yeah, he doesn't. He has no hangups.
He on.
And I'm like, bro, and he's like, you know, that's gay. I'm like, I'm not even talking about the gay shit, bro. Like, niggas completely. It's like, I need things to be done for me in here. From that, I have to establish power. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Like, I'm not gonna poof. Like, you niggas be fighting, have a cool little video on Instagram. This nigga's gonna beat you till you start talking funny, and that's how you're gonna talk for the rest. Like, it's not the same shit. So just niggas, like, you know, like, not even NLE Chopper, just niggas in general, just be like, and I'm like, y'all don't understand what you're talking about. Like, you don't understand the severity of these choices and interactions. And even just like, we better in jail on some fucking old man shit. It's just, you are not paying attention to, this is altering on a completely different level. Like, if you got out and your whole shit was expunged, you just lived a life in a very inhumane situation. Like, stop that shit. That shit is not normal. Like,
I mean, that goes back to the whole, now you brought up ego. Ego's a motherfucker. I know we talking about male ego leading to fighting with this NLE Chopper situation, but like I said, don't come somewhere from out of town that you don't live at, letting your ego get you in trouble, thinking that I can whoop anybody ass. We can put hands on. All right, you're gonna come across the wrong person, and they'll lay that whole group down. But to tie it all in together, the ego can get you in trouble in a lot of different situations, not just when it comes to physical aggressive movements or situations. It gets you into trouble when it comes to the corny shit. It gets you into trouble when it comes to you expecting the corny shit, because my ego is telling me that this is what is supposed to be going on, and I'm not thinking outside the box. I'm not willing to fluctuate on said spectrum that you mentioned earlier. I'm not comfortable with listening to this individual because what they're talking about doesn't appease to my expectations, and my ego is not being flattered right now. It's bored, and I'm not interested. Okay, I got something for your ego.
pretty much.
I got something for your ego. How about you get out? You can go ahead and go. You can just go on about your business. Because I'm not here to deal with your ego. Like you said, people aren't looking for that actual partner. You're looking to have your ego appeased to. You're looking for a professional ego stroker. You want a cabana boy.
And then here's my thing with that is, because it's the same thing like, what's a good example? What's some bullshit y'all watch that'll make it a comparison? Y'all,
what category you want to talk about?
Y'all watch that fucking Tyler Perry shit
Do they?
What's I know enough people have watched it.
Oh,
I feel like this was back. Well, not back. This
I
was.
ain't watched the Tyler Perry show since Meet the Pains or whatever.
I'm not watching no show. I ain't watching none of the shows. I'm
Oh, you talking about movies?
Yeah, because I feel like this is during the run.
Same concept.
Yeah, when the movies was hitting, but it was the one with Jill Scott in there, and that whole whatever the fucking line, that 80-20 shit, whatever. But the idea is the dude who was her husband. He Ego said she's a fat motherfucker, and I'm gonna go grab this whatever this fine sexy broad, and you realize like she's a fucking bum this whole time because you're chasing, your ego is facilitating what you think a relationship's supposed to look like. I feel like on the flip side, same thing can happen to women.
Most definitely.
Like some of these ideals, like same way his shit was like a good wife is a skinny woman who's pretty, and it's like, man, this motherfucker just buys shit. She doesn't, she don't cook or whatever the fuck he said in the movie. But it's like, you looking at all these corny aspects, which is like the bad bitch display for a nigga, and it's like, does this nigga challenge you? Does this nigga, and not challenge you like, I'll beat a bitch up, like, but no, like, I've been thinking about, I'm the sidebar, I'm the wrong nigga to do that shit in front of. I've been thinking about like, if I could just open up a nail, do it right now. How do we start that? Do it. Because you sitting up here fucking around, you've been telling, this your 4th time talking to me. Don't tell me no goddamn shit. Let's get some motherfucking
What you want to do?
Yeah, come on, man. Let's start dipping some bitches' feet in this water. Like, what's wrong with you? What you fucking like? And you are dodging that in a partner, looking for all this frou-frou shit. Like, a nigga's like, no, man, I'm not gonna. Not that I would never buy a bag. I would never buy a Birkin. Like, I just feel like that's stupid.
I can't say never. I've done it, but it was kind of an even exchange. So.
Well, okay, yeah, I shouldn't say never. But, it's not like you're looking for that to be the only display. Meanwhile, this nigga's like, where do I invest in your business? I will full-fledged purchase or invest in this thing that I ain't got no skills in, nigga. I'm following you, but I'm trying to help, build this or whatever. And motherfuckers, I feel like, bypass or overlook that shit with your ego because you want to be, we've used this example before too, but I saw Duval talking about Keisha Kaur as like the iciest one, and motherfuckers, might take that and be like, I want to be so icy, but to be icy, you have to. I'm in jail, and I gave you $3 million, and you came back.
You tripled it. There's a lot of work that went into you getting to this spot. You didn't just get there because you got here. This
is just and that's honestly, nigga, like this is just our expression of whatever. Like this is not the quintessential expression of how these shits is supposed to work, but we've done that conversation before. All I'm saying is you got to kind of really adjust what is the driving force of your actions, because that shit turns into mad corny shit like it's only love if boop, and it's like, okay, what is your goal here? What are you looking for? I'm looking to feel, to feel loved. I'm looking to feel whatever. Word.
For those of you that can't see the visuals,
the why.
I spelled why.
Yeah.
The most important thing that you can ask, not just somebody else, but yourself. Ask yourself why. What is the point of me wanting this? What does it really come from? Like you said earlier, is it a conditioned thing that I've been told to accept? Because a lot of y'all watch the reality TV bullshit, and it be somebody that's going, he bought me 150 dozen roses, or he gonna let me be on. It's a lot of stereotypical stuff that means absolutely nothing. The dude that will, hey, you want to jump on the sticks with me? Will probably do a whole lot more for you than the person that's going to buy some shit for you just for the sake of buying it, because that's the popular thing to do right now. Or somebody that's just like, shit, I know you like wings, and I stopped to get some wings, so I'll save you the last 5 because I know this your favorite flavor. Like, it's not super romantic, but I know that you like these, and I had some for lunch, so I saved you some.
It's subjective as fuck, man, because it's like, took you out to whoop, and it's like, yeah, but you ain't. That shit's just been in fucking movies, man. Like, y'all like watching the little basic shit. Like, this motherfucker know that I like Toblerones or whatever. Meanwhile, this nigga's taking me to all the fucking. I don't like that shit. Like, this motherfucker paid attention to. Yeah, like what the fuck is you really. The why, man.
The why is where you find out how you can identify somebody that's going to be equally yoked. Because we like to talk a lot of that Christian Bible bullshit of finding somebody equally yoked, but you don't even know who you really are. So you're not even looking for your equal yoke. You're looking for somebody that's the equal beneficial.
I don't like a woman that, be saying shit, because I'm a man. nah, you insecure, and it's cool.
No, you super insecure, and you're gonna find somebody else that's insecure and deals to deal with your insecurities long term.
That's the bar, is because if you don't fix it, you are going to. It's only two options. Either both of them are levels of suffering. It's just you keep redoing it. That's like you're gonna be 27 in the 8th grade class. Just keep redoing it and redoing it.
You're gonna be fucking Mr. Mises out here. Existence is pain. I want to reach the goal so I can end this, but I can't because it keeps dragging on and nobody's learning anything.
Or you just kind of sit and go. You end up in like a ancient Greek torture device. This is, what I'm saying. Like I'm here and I got it. It's really, really. If I turn too hard, it fucking stabs me in the fucking kidney. But if I just sit here and don't ever try to do anything else or grow from it, I'll ride this thing out. At least I won't be alone. And if that's what you like, fuck it,
Be on the brink of death. As long as I don't progress, I'll be able to live and coexist. That's terrible. That within itself is super, super corny. Please don't do that to yourself. Don't torture yourself because you're not willing to ask yourself why, because you're not willing to go below the surface of what you believe in and actually understand who you are, to figure out who you're dealing with and listen to their perspective and broaden your horizons and all these wonderful things that can come of that. Just step outside your comfort zone, folks.
Free your mind and your motherfucking ass.
Most definitely. Here's some more price for y'all, because like I said, it's a wonderful album. I heard it a long time ago, but I just felt like sharing with y'all today. The show is over, but you gotta creep in. I heard you outside bumping old school G in it and shit. Like
he did like the.
He was out there thugging to get ready for the show.
He did the creepy walk.
He fucking Scooby doing Shaggy like. We know you here, nigga.
All right, y'all.
We'll see you guys on Saturday. Remember, next time you hear us, the day after is going to be Mother's Day, just in case you forgot. So do something good for your mama. That means figure out what she actually likes. Don't just be getting her the bullshit simply because it's Mother's Day and I got to get her a card or some shit. No, your mama might like a fucking dinette set. She might just want a new fork. Get her a new fork. Who knows? But do something for her that she actually likes. Like, get to know people for real, including yourself. Mission accomplished.